PK52, the Saturday morning meeting. Hey, we always want to talk about this. Consumer Reports, best and worst vehicles every single year. Every magazine, every reporting service, from Motor Trend to Car and Driver, you can always disagree, but these guys do a lot of research every year, and it's worth reading. I don't know why any consumer looking at a brand new car, or maybe looking at a used car that's recently used, would not use this. So they use 470,000 vehicles, so about 500,000 vehicles is the test pool. The categories are safety, performance, the government crash test, reliability, the long-term satisfaction of the car on the used car side, and then if Consumer Reports, now they make their own decisions. If there's a safety feature like pre-collision, and they think it needs to be in the car, then they don't care whether the car's a $100,000 car or an $18,000 car. If the manufacturer omits that safety feature that's been proven to save lives, then they score against the car. So if any manufacturer has a car out there that does pretty well and it doesn't have the safety equipment in there that Consumer Reports considers, then they'll hit that car and it'll drop in the ratings. So we've led this survey multiple years over the last 20 years, both Toyota and Lexus. This year we did not lead. We ended up number 9, and number 9 is what it is. I'd like to tell you it's not number 9, it's number 9. Top 10. And to be honest with you, if you make the staple, if you're above the staple in this magazine, and I'm a buyer and I'm considering buying the car, if the car's green, then I'm going to look at the car. The car doesn't have to place number 1. I'm certainly not going to buy the car that placed last in the survey. I'm not even looking at the car. So you look at the staple and you look at it. So this year the categories: Subaru, Genesis, Porsche, Audi, Lexus, Mazda, Supra, Lincoln, Toyota, and then Hyundai. There's your top 10. So I'll do it again: Subaru, Genesis, Porsche, Audi, Lexus, Mazda, BMW, Lincoln, Toyota, Hyundai. So your top 10. So here's the ones that, they do them in yellow, and I don't know why they don't do them in red, but from the worst to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 that they color in this amber or yellow color. The worst vehicle that you can buy for your money new is a Fiat. Shock. Next is a Jaguar, followed by Land Rover. So if you're looking at those 3 vehicles, my question would be, why? After these guys have done extensive research and proven these are the worst 3 brands you can buy for your money, and if you look at Jaguar and Land Rover, these things aren't cheap. Followed by Mitsubishi, followed by Jeep, which is having a resurgence. It's a cultish thing. Followed by Alfa Romeo, no shock. Then GMC, that includes their truck lineup. Then Cadillac. So this brand that they're trying to re-blow up and everything is in the amber. And then Dodge. So from worst up is, again, Fiat, Jaguar, Land Rover, Mitsubishi, Jeep, Alfa Romeo, GMC, Cadillac, and Dodge. So those are the things that I would look at every single year. And let me tell you something, it doesn't take a whole lot to drop yourself like a stone in this survey. Again, if they think that you've missed a safety feature, if Toyota has 3 or 4 cars in their lineup where they, like a truck that doesn't have pre-collision on it, then they'll drop us like a stone. And again, it's their magazine and it's their rules. I'm doing a lot of used car stuff this year, so I want to finish this segment up with best used cars. So best used cars under 20,000, they pick 10 random manufacturers out of every manufacturer. Now some manufacturers still have cars in this category. They don't still sell cars in America. 6 out of 10 were Toyotas. So 60% of every single manufacturer out there. Cars under 20,000 for your family, that second or third car for the family, 60% of them by Consumer Reports are Toyotas. And that's not Lexus, that's Toyotas. Mid-size cars for used cars, they recommend, we were 50% of all the recommended mid-size cars to purchase. Used side, we were 50%. Wagons, there were 2 wagons picked, both were Toyota for the used car side. Small SUV, we only have one, it's RAV4. They chose that, so they chose 4 vehicles. One of them was the RAV. midsize SUVs, if you count Lexus, we were 100% of all their selections, no other manufacturer. And then pickups, we were at 50%. And they have a category of worst used cars. And it's pretty clear. It's not like the Fusion is a worst car. It's like the 2017 Fusion is a do not do it. That's one example. So of that whole page of cars in any year they looked at, Toyota had no vehicles that were not recommended or zero vehicles in the worst car category. And as far as an affordable manufacturer, we were the only manufacturer with a zero there. So I tell you guys all the time, I spent a lot of my years with Toyota. Really no other brands. This is my chosen brand. If you sell somebody a Toyota, you're doing them a favor. Think about the people that you sold FJs to a few years back. How good a position are they in now? Think about the people that you sold 4Runners to. And this year in the Consumer Reports, the 4Runner didn't do that well. A lot of the categories are ride quality. Well, we've made a decision on 4Runner. It's still a body-on frame. Is it going to drive and handle as good as a unibody wagon, SUV wagon? Of course not. The technology of that car is built to the off-road side, not the on-road side. So, they were a little abusive with our 4Runner this year. But if you sold somebody a 4Runner 3 years ago, they're holding a bar of gold. What a tremendous manufacturer. And I just want to thank Toyota out there, because I know I have some people at the manufacturing plants that follow me. And I know that you guys, when you move this forward, especially the guys out in Kentucky, the guys in San Antonio, when you guys repost this, I know some people on the manufacturer side get to see us. Thank you guys for every single year producing cars that when we look at a customer and say this is going to be a great car, we're not making it up. Toyota, the best new and used vehicles ever built for the American roads, for our consumers. Thank you so much, Toyota. This has been PK52. Go get the Consumer Reports magazine, get in a quiet place, read it cover to cover, because your customers are. The Saturday Morning Meeting.